How's it going, everybody? It's Igniting here. Today I'm coming at you guys with a little bit of a brew that I got an idea from MTG Goldfish's. He posted a Golgari, old stick fingers, like graveyard value deck. So it's a little bit of like an aristocrat style, also like mill yourself style. I don't know, it's really cool, really unique, and he found a great use for old stick fingers. So I'm building off of that. I made a lot of changes. If you guys want to see his version, just head over to his channel. I'll put the link in the description below to his channel. But yeah, I was testing it out, and there was a lot of things that I didn't like. Particularly, he was running the 2-mana spell from Innistrad called Golgari's Harvest, which gets you decayed zombies equal to the number, or half the number of creatures that are in your graveyard. The thing I don't like about that is, if you get it in your hand early or even mid-game, it's kind of just useless. It kind of just sits there. Also, he was running Suspicious Stowaway. I just didn't really find room for that. I will say I do kind of miss that card. I might find a way to add her back. But Witherbloom Command is what I replaced Golgari's Harvest with. This is really nice, particularly for classes. So like Ranger class, or Paladin class, or Cleric class, just any of the classes are hittable with Witherbloom Command. Also, you can ensure that you hit your land drops with Witherbloom Command by milling the top 3, and then you can return a land card from your graveyard back to your hand. You can make a creature smaller on your opponent's field, so either kill it or, you know, whatever, get an attack through, whatever you need to do, or you can just gain life and drain your opponent, which sometimes can win you games too. Meathook Massacre. So, as I said at the beginning, this is kind of an aristocrat-style deck with Meathook Massacre and another card that I'll show you later on. This is just great in a pinch, especially if you go against like mono white. Like, you just can't keep up. This deck is by no means tier 1, so if you go against mono white, you better hope that you have Meathook Massacre ready to go, so that you have a chance. Old Stick Fingers, like I said, this is the card that MTG Goldfish built the deck around, and the whole reason I wanted to play this deck is because of Old Stick Fingers. So he's X black-green for a legendary creature horror. When you cast the spell, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X creature cards. Put all creature cards revealed this way into your graveyard, and then put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. His power and toughness are equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. So, kind of goes with that aristocrat-style deck. He gets value off of creatures being in your graveyard, making all the mill that you have in the deck useful. You can win games with this card, and I'll explain why when I get to the top end of this deck. But yeah, this card's great. Even if he gets countered, the ability of sending, you know, X creature cards from your graveyard, or from your library into your graveyard, does not get countered, even if he does. So that's pretty it's a sweet thing to keep in mind. Soul Shatter to kill those pesky Goldspan dragons, or, you know, Lolths, or Wrenn 7. Wrenn 7 is the bane of my existence right now. Belligead Recovery, you're doing a lot of milling, so if you have something go into your graveyard that you need, you can get it back with Belligead. Also, it can help you hit your land drops. Eccentric Farmer. This is a pretty sweet card too. This was in MTG Goldfish's deck as well. He's a 3-drop, a 2/3. When he ETBs, you mill 3 cards, and then return a land card from your graveyard to your hand. So pretty much the same effect as that first mode of Witherbloom Command, can help you hit your land drops. Also, he's a body, which is nice. Agadeem's Awakening, because you're sending a lot of creatures to your graveyard. Ebondeath Dracolich. So, the reason I picked Ebondeath over, what's his name? Skyclave Shade, the 2-mana 3/1 that can also return from the graveyard. Going against mono white or mono green, or just any aggressive deck in standard right now, it's really difficult to have Skyclave Shade, especially on the draw, because he can't block. That's a huge problem. You'll more than likely get ran over if you're casting creatures that can't block, like, at all. Even though Ebondeath enters tapped, I love that he has flash speed. It's a big deal, and with all the milling that you're doing, Ebondeath being in your graveyard is kind of a good thing. Gelatinous Cube, he can win you games a lot. There's no I cannot tell you how many times I've diagraphed rebirthed a gelatinous cube just to remove some pesky large creature like the tree folk that Wrenn makes, or just anything like that, because he can hit tokens, he can hit anything that's not an ooze creature. Binding the Old Gods, a little bit of ramp, and also this is pretty much your only way to hit a Chariot or a Planeswalker, because you're more than likely not going to be able to attack through. Diregraph Rebirth is amazing in this deck. So it costs 1 less to cast for each creature that died this turn on both sides of the field. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a Reanimator. And it has Flashback for 7 mana, which also gets reduced, equal to the number of creatures that died. You're a mill deck, so Diregraph Rebirthing, a Gelatinous Cube, or an Old Stick Fingers in the mid-game is pretty big. Or Diregraph Rebirthing any of your top ends. We have Lord of the Forsaken. You can sacrifice a creature and make somebody mill 3 cards, more than likely yourself. Or you can pay a life and add colorless mana to cast a spell from your graveyard, which the only thing you can cast is Diregraph Rebirth. Dreadhound. This card is insane. This really amplifies the Aristocrat style. This in combination with Meathook Massacre is just kind of huge. When he ETBs, you mill 3 cards, and then whenever a creature dies or a creature card is put into a graveyard from a library, each opponent loses 1 life. So every time you mill a creature, if for some reason you make your opponent mill creatures, you drain your opponent. And if you get him to, like, I don't know, let's say 10 life, you have a Meathook Massacre and a Dreadhound on board, he can't even board wipe you because he'll die off of the triggers. It's kind of insane. I love this card. He's a lot like Sir Conrad the Grim, if you guys remember him from Throne of Eldraine. Just not as good because you can't, like, you know, pay the mana to have everyone mill a card. And then the mana base is pretty simple. Swamps, forests, and then obviously the Golgari pathways. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to show you guys some games with this. Like I said earlier, it's not tier 1 by any means, but it's a lot of fun to play, and you can do some pretty insane stuff with this deck. I can't believe I'm going to play this in Ranked. Only because the reset. I haven't gotten back up to Mythic yet, so I can get away with doing something like this. Here we go. Turn my audio up here. Alright, mono black hand. Very, very slow. We don't have anything to do till turn 4. Probably can't keep this. Having a Meathook's nice because I feel like everyone's just playing mono white right now. We'll keep this. Yikes. I guess we'll get rid of the Agadeem's Awakening. We need to make sure we have that green source. Looks like we're playing mono white, as I said. Wish I had a Meathook. Please no Luminarch Aspirant. Clearance Spirit, okay. It's a little slow, gives us some time. Drop some Innkeepers. We are probably going to have to Gelatinous Cube that Clarion Spirit next turn. If he's not double spelling, I'm kind of okay with that. So what we can do here is we can play Innkeeper. And then Witherbloom Command to mill. Oops. Nope, no. We're going to destroy that portable hole and mill. Get a life, get another treasure. Feels good. Ooh, Lord of the Forsaken in there. That's nice. You hate to get these in your hand because you don't have a way to discard them. Pretty sweet. Slow start for the opponent. Actually might give us a chance here. Okay, that thing's definitely getting... We'll trade with his Clarion Spirit, 100%. Meathook's nice. Let's go ahead and Gelatinous Cube this Adeline. She's a 3-drop, so we can't dissolve her this turn. Spellbinder taking Meathook kind of sucks. Had to come eventually. I'd rather hit this than Diregraph. Dreadhound, huh? We could play him. Make him not want to attack as much. Skyclave Apparition will really hurt us, though. That'll be a big punish. I think if he had Skyclave Apparition, he would have cast it last turn, though, as opposed to the Spellbinder. So we're going to go for the Dreadhound. Nice, hit 2 creatures. And we'll just pass. I don't want to attack into that Spellbinder. She can get really big, if it'll let me view her. Because her power is equal to the number of creatures you control, yeah. I guess Meat Hook kind of gets around her. Another Spellbinder. Okay, all I got is a Forest in hand. Well, he knew that. I feel like Meat Hooking for 1 is not bad here. Yeah, let's Meat Hook for 1. I don't know what he's looking at, the Ebon Death, probably. Usher of the Fallen. Yikes. Not looking too good for him. He does have a Faceless Haven, so I should not attack with the cube. He might trade with this Dreadhound. I kind of hope he does, to be completely honest, because that'd be very bad for him. Do we attack with both anyways? I think we do. We'll just dissolve the Adeline, because we don't have anything else to do with our mana, so if I can get rid of that Faceless Haven now, I'll be pretty happy. Yep, he's going for it. Here we go. Down to 1. Oh, he's dead. He's just dead. Yeah. Alright. That's a bit of an oop. I guess he was dead either way, but... Alright. Got some early plays here. I guess we're not doing anything till turn 3, but... It's got the Year of the Rat sleeves. Oh my god. Where's my Witherbloom command when I need it? That's pretty sweet too. Try to trade with this wolf if he levels up the class. Adversary, I don't really care about that. 2, 3. We could Meat Hook for 3. Ooh, I do like that, because that'll set him back a lot on mana. The thing I don't like is the adversary still being alive. Let's go ahead and kill the adversary now, just because he has trample. And then we'll wait. Hopefully he doesn't put a counter on this forest. Or we draw a land, either one works. An untapped land, that is. Briar Bridge. Okay, he tapped the forest. I like that. We'll take 2. And Meat Hook for 3. This is going to be... Wow, this is going to be crazy. Ouch. Poor guy. 3 sentinels? Nice. Not missing land drops. What do we do here? I kind of want to get rid of the ranger class, but if he levels it up next turn, I'm pretty happy, right? So I don't think I go after the ranger class in hopes... Oh, I can't even. This is just creatures, right? Yeah. That's lame. Guess we could get a pretty big stick fingers. Or we could just do 1 and drop Sentry Farmer. Yeah, I like that. Dude, drawing a Witherbloom command is going to be so nice. Binding's pretty sweet too. Let's go ahead and hit this range class. Yeah. Oof. Man. I kind of felt bad. Yikes. Pretty sweet hand. Got some early plays, got some recursion. If we draw like 1 or 2 lands, we'll be very happy. There we go. Grixis. Okay. What do we get rid of? I guess Witherbloom command. As I said, nobody can think for themselves. Everyone's just playing the decks that were played in the World Pro Tour. Interesting. And do we even care about binding that thing? I feel like we don't. I think we're going to try to punish their mana here. Because I'm thinking maybe the issue that they were having was they just didn't have any. And that's why they had a Deadly Dispute. Could kick this for 2. He would be a 3/3, which isn't that great. He can't meat hook him though. Let's do it. Oh, he took my binding. Alright. Get our Dreadhound out. Thing 1, take 2. Opponent's tanking. Tough decision here. Okay, lets me draw the card. Exiles it, which sucks. We can get rid of this swamp. Slow. It's annoying how he has answers for literally every single thing I play, but it is what it is. He might feel pressure to leave mana up for Diagraph Rebirth. How big is Stick Fingers right now? He's a 4/4. Will be a 3/3 if I bring him back. He's thinking about something. He's really reading this card too. Oh, it's just Stick Fingers. Interesting play here is I get back Gelatinous Cube and exile the Stick Fingers, because if he kills Gelatinous Cube, I get Stick Fingers back. I think we just pass. Let's see what he does here. Blood on the snow, really? Wow. One hell of a hateful guy. All he seems to care about is killing whatever creature I play. Alright. Attempt to swing for 4. Takes it. Okay. Now what? I don't want to play into another board wipe and waste my Diagraph, so I think I'll just pass. Man, he takes forever to do everything. It's kind of insane. Hopefully he's trying to hit a removal spell. Hopefully he doesn't hit it. He's really tanking about this. Must be a hard choice. Another expert. We can get rid of the diagraph. Now what? He has yet another spell. Can't be my other Soul Shatter, because both of mine are seen already. 3 mana. Eccentric Farmer. If he just plays another creature or something, I should just win. Okay, yeah, we got it. Good game, man. Jesus, man. So much removal. So much removal. That Stick Fingers play definitely got us ahead, though. Just played a few games and didn't realize that I wasn't recording, so that sucks. Yeah. Well, in the games that I forgot to record, I beat Mono Green and lost twice to the All Runs Epiphany deck that everyone is playing because nobody can think for themselves. Let's see what World Championship deck we're playing against now, since that's all anyone is doing. Shambling Ghast. Playing against Rakdos. Just pass. I don't know how our matchup is against Rakdos. I would imagine it's not bad. Holy fucking 1-drops. Slow them down a bit. Try to hit a black land. Go. Play a Sticky Fingers. He's only 1? Seriously? Dang. I don't even think it's worth playing. I genuinely don't think it is. Let's just pass. See what he does. Imagine he's just going to hold up a Deadly Dispute. Yep. He definitely has one. I'm like, what are we doing though? If he doesn't play like a Goldspan Dragon or something, his turn's gonna feel bad. Just taking the turn off. Necrotic Fumes, he doesn't even know what he's going up against. He's seen a Prosperous Innkeeper and Binding the Old Gods, and he grabs Necrotic Fumes. My god. Another Deadly Dispute. Nice. Okay, not punished for taking the turn off. I'm just dumbfounded that he grabbed Necrotic Fumes. Anything to get back? No. Nada. Play a Sticky Fingers, I guess. X is 4. It'll make him feel like he has to get rid of the Stick Fingers with Necrotic Fumes. At least I hope. Yeah, he's going for it. I'd rather him hit Stick Fingers than Ebon Death or Dreadhound. Who runs Shadow's Verdict in a sacrifice deck? What the heck? He's playing a Rakdos Sacrifice deck and he's running Shadow's Verdict. Oh my god. What are you thinking, bub? Jeez Louise. Just try to drain him. Only Necrotic Fumes one of them. Although I assume he's a Blood on the Snow deck, since he's running Snow lands. I don't know what the heck he's doing with his Rakdos deck, man. Like, you don't need Shadow's Verdict, you don't need Blood on the Snow. But I guess he's going Blood on the Snow, me. It's alright, I have Recursion as well. I just need to find a way to get rid of Goldspan Dragon. We'll keep that in hand. We might need to get something back. Like the Soul Shatter. It's not a bad hit. If he board wipes, he's taking some damage. I don't know if he realizes that or not. It might be better to Necrotic Fumes one of my Dreadhounds before he board wipes. Sacrifices the merchant over the treasure. Interesting. Now if you blood on the snows, you can't get back his Goldspan Dragon. Wish we had another land. Going for the Necrotic Fumes? Yep. I can't believe he's running Shadow's Verdict in this deck, man. I feel like that hurts him more than it hurts half of his opponents. Well... It's just a graveyard hate deck, man. That's what he is, running Predator, Shadow's Verdict. This is pretty much the deck we don't want to go up against, but... Another blood on the snow. Do I use the Soul Shatter on him? I think I do. I don't want you touching my graveyard, that's for sure. I kind of doubt he has something to think about here. I think he's just salty. Tibbles. Hello.
Oh, so you've seen through my disguise. Oh, so many painful memories.
Now, do I want to go face? Is this in my hand or is this in my graveyard? Now, hopefully he doesn't have another board wipe. What did he hit? Gelatinous Cube and Eye Twitch? So we get back Lord of the Forsaken. Only hit one creature. think we do go face. Because if he board wipes me, he dies. Oopsie. I don't think he realized. Ah! So going face was the right choice. I wasn't sure if he'd actually overlook that and board wipe, but yeah, there you have it. Alright, time for the post-game wrap-up. So, this deck, as I said earlier, it's not competitive. I don't think you should play it on ladder, at least not right now. With everybody playing, you know, the Galvanic iteration with Olrun's Epiphany and Ren and 7 with Chariot, like, the top end of this format right now is just so extremely overpowered that something like this, as many synergies as you have and as consistent as you can be, unless you are consistently taking 4 turns in a row or killing somebody in 4 turns, you know, it's just, I don't know, man. It's rough. I think we're in a really rough spot of the format right now because people are only playing, you know, 3-4 different decks, if even. You know, it's mainly just mono green and is it? Yeah, I don't know, man. This sucks. I will say it's really good against control matchup. Like something slower pace that actually gives you a chance and is not, you know, up in your face dealing 20 damage on turn 3. I will say one thing that I do think needs to be changed about this deck is you need some way to draw cards. As I said, MTG Goldfish was running Suspicious Stowaway to you know, kind of cycle through your hand, get those clunky 6 drops out of your hand and into your graveyard where you want them, and at the same time you can like pitch lands and shit late game. I don't know if Suspicious Stowaway is the right card. Maybe like Deadly Dispute or something. Even though you can't discard things out of your hand, you can cycle your hand a lot faster. So maybe Witherbloom Command should only be sideboarded against like mono green for the sake of destroying Ranger class, because that is the one thing I really do like about Witherbloom Command is being able to hit those classes, especially after they invest their mana into them. So maybe Deadly Dispute in this place, and you guys can try what is his name? Suspicious Stowaway. Suspicious. This guy right here. The only issue is you'll have to splash blue. I don't really like that necessarily. I don't know. I'll try to find a way to make it work. I'll post an update on in like the comments or in the description or something if I do decide to make changes to this. But maybe when the new Innistrad set comes out with all the like, you know, demons and zombie themes with Innistrad, maybe we will get some more support for this whole like graveyard recursion stuff, because I mean pretty much everything in this deck is from Innistrad except for some like tech cards. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much MTG Goldfish for sharing his deck list. As I said, it gave me the idea for this, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.